Justice League is the new superhero ensemble film by Zack Snyder. DC has given him the keys of the kingdom, so that after Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, he's directed Justice League. So in the credits I noticed that the movie is also crediting Chris Terrio as well as Joss Whedon, so he did some rewrites. On to the movie. Basically, Batman and Wonder Woman are really morose after the death of Superman. The whole world is actually reeling still from the events of Batman v Superman, this direct sequel. And one of the things I liked about this movie is that it acts like that. It acts as if you know who these characters are. It already sets the world knows about aliens. It sort of jumps in with both feet first. It doesn't assume that you're a newcomer and then they have to like sort of play catch up. I like that. Also, the movie, I didn't really like the opening. The opening is really rocky. The first like 20 minutes to 30 minutes is kind of like trying to find its footing. But then when the movie gets going, it gets going. And I really like the action sequences, some breathtaking stuff. A lot of people don't like Zack Snyder because his movies are mostly about visuals and, you know, sex and violence. But I really feel he's got a really keen eye for action sequences, especially because some of the stuff in this movie is pretty awesome. And I'm a pretty big DC fan myself, so you might think I have a bias, but honestly, it's a pretty solid movie. A lot of characters in the movie, everyone gets like their sort of shining moments, little bits of humor here and there, but not too much. And the movie's plot's really easy to follow. I felt that in the movie The Avengers, Thor kind of gets shafted for screen time. I mean, he doesn't do much. I feel like Aquaman is definitely the one that definitely gets shafted the most. He has one really good scene. That's about it. He kind of feels like he's not in the movies half the time. Everyone else does a really good job, especially Flash. Ezra Miller, I really like that actor. So, and Cyborg gets a lot of good scenes too. Same with Wonder Woman and Batman. Batman's sort of the main character, so they're all sort of working around him. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this movie. I thought it was really enjoyable. There's definitely a few things that irked me though. The tension isn't 100% all the way there throughout the movie. You'll probably understand when you watch it. Also, there's a lot of stuff in the trailers that doesn't happen in the movie because Joss Whedon recut everything. So there's that scene where Wonder Woman goes like, "Shall we?" And that's not in the movie. Neither is a lot of some of the quips and things. Things were definitely left on the cutting room floor. You can definitely tell because certain cast members are listed in the cast, but they're not in the movie. So you might think this person's going to pop up. They're not going to. But before I get to the rating though, there are two post-credit sequences. There's one in the middle of the credits and one at the very end. And I give Justice League a 7.5 out of 10.